What's up, guys? It's Sentinial here. Welcome back to another video. I'm on a new camera because I got a new camera for my birthday, so that's nice. Anyway, today we're gonna be reviewing a 210-2 USRA steam locomotive. These were built by Alco during the 1940s and 50s and stuff like that. And yeah, pretty big engine. Now I did buy this at I think it's Saturday. Cost $150. This does have DCC. This is made by Bachman as well, but one thing about this one, and this one thing is special to me about this, is that since this thing was discontinued, is that I got it for $150. You think you'd be spending more than that, and then this is a Spectrum model too. Yeah, you think you'd be spending a lot more. Anyway, away from that, this does not have sound. I will put a sound decoder at some point in here. That's going to be a later project because this Friday I'm going to be getting a Sentinial locomotive. So that will also be a review. I will be scheduling a little later. But yeah, this is a review for this engine. So let's get cracking. Alright, so basically, this is a 210-2 USRA Alco steam locomotive. It looks like by Baldwin. Granted, it does look like a Baldwin locomotive, just because most Baldwin locomotives have that similar like boiler front, like the consolidation. You could basically get these two mixed up a little bit if you didn't look at the builder's plate on the side, which is actually detailed like the Mogul's builder's plate. But yeah. So basically, one thing about this engine is that since it's discontinued, I got this for $150, which is pretty nice, better than what's it called, 360 from Legacy. Trainsmasters sold me this for $150. Granted, this was used, and it did not have sound. Neither did the one at Legacy that I found for $360. So I got this one. In my opinion, this one looks just the same, but oh well, still a nice engine. And only thing that it was in good condition, still in good condition. The only thing that's missing is the whistle, but that's about it. I can't really complain about anything else. But oh well, I'm happy with what I got. Better yet, it came with DCC, so it's better than nothing. That's definitely better than nothing for sure. I'm gonna be getting sound for it eventually. But anyway, for some reason I can't get a flash on, but oh well. Yeah, so I'm gonna start detailing this engine. Now I don't have a pointer, so I'm gonna be using a Phillips head screwdriver. But you got Bachman's Easy Mate knuckle couplers. You got a snowplow. You have some steps right here on the side. You got a coupler cut lever right here. They got a nice golden headlight, and with a number plate underneath it. You got a swinging bell. A bell that actually swings up here. This is rare in Bachman engines, but that's an actual swinging bell over there, so that's nice. You got marker lights that don't work. Alright, so on the sides, you get the cylinders, you get the drive gear. Kind of hard to see it because, you know, the flash isn't working for some reason, and then the drive gear is blacked out, so that's nice. Hand railing on the side, oil canisters for lubrication as the locomotive goes on, trailing truck, pretty detailed piping along the back of the firebox. Okay, you got cab figures on the inside, which is pretty rare on most Bachman engines. You mostly find them on the Spectrum line. Consolidation was in Spectrum and it had cab figures, so that was weird, but fun. On the top, you got the smokestack, gray smoke box, sand dome, steam dome with no whistle. You've got another sand dome, got a dynamo generator right there. Yeah, cab vents that are open. You can't close them, come open by default. Look at the other side. Pretty much the same Just the only thing missing is the oil canisters, like around here, this area. But yeah, pretty good gap between here. This engine requires 22-inch radius to run, by the way. So 18-inch radius, you will not survive. This thing does not derail as much either. The one thing that did piss me off, I will never buy Bachman GS4 ever again for 2 reasons, probably. This is a 210-2 steam locomotive. This thing has 10 wheels. 10 drive wheels. That's pretty strong. This matches the strength of the Mogul. When I get the drive gear for the Consulates, this matches the same strength as 2 Moguls. 2 Moguls. When I get my Consolidations drive gear together, oh yeah, we're going to be doing some heavy duty testing with this thing. Because any locomotive I get, I do a tug of war test to see how strong they are. You should do that on a test track, not on your actual layout, because you can probably get your track torn up. But get some like little pieces of test track and then test it out. You got a pretty real coal load up here. Water hatch, pretty detailed side trucks, white stripe along the side. Steps on the back of the tender, directional headlight, which is actually gold as well. One thing about this engine I do like over because of the headlight, granted it is a gold headlight, but just because of how bright this gold headlight gets at night or when I turn the lights off, it's the only reason why I won't switch it. Now the Consolidations, I'm not going to switch it just because of how the wire setup is on the boiler. And 2, I'm waiting for a new drive gear to come out so that way I can retool it and then have it the 6-pin, not the 8-pin, because mine doesn't have sound. I'm going to give it sound at some point, because that decoder, I figured out that. Oh, and by the way, any Bachman locomotives that doesn't have sound, hurry up and give them either if you don't want to run sound with them, just hurry up and get them a new decoder, because that decoder messed up my Consolidations drive gear. Because if you have a steam locomotive, it doesn't really happen too much with diesels, because they don't have that drive gear as the steam engines do. But those decoders, Bachman decoders, they will jerk your engine so bad to where your drive gear can lock up, which is why I'm gonna hurry up and get a sound decoder for this engine as well. Because if this thing locks up, I'm basically gonna be mad. And look at how many wheels that is. That is basically a jungle unlock. That thing locked up when I first got it, so yeah, I had to unlock it, which was annoying. That was annoying, really. But yeah. Oh, one thing to know. This may have 10 wheels, but just because of the sheer size of this engine, they did make this wheel with the eccentric crank that connects to the drive wheel and the main rod. They made that a bald tire. They made that a bald wheel, so that way there's no flange on it. So that way it doesn't interfere with the engine and make it derail a lot. So where you have to buy more curves and stuff like that. So that's a bald wheel. The only thing that does is give it electricity, and yeah, that's about it. But pretty nice engine. So since it does not sound, but it is pretty smooth as well. It is smooth. Yeah. Oh, by the way, there are some ropes up here for the whistle and stuff like that. There's some ropes. Going back to the cab. Not really too much cab interior as much, but pretty detailed. Pretty detailed engine. Probably my most detailed one I have. But had to rebuild my track. Smaller than usual. Looks weird. But oh well. Anyway, we're gonna give it a run with that train over there, and yeah, we're gonna have some fun. So I will be back in a couple minutes. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching if you enjoyed. But yeah, this is a pretty good engine, pretty nice, pretty good. Only problem I did have with it is the front wheel. There's no spring, so that way it doesn't derail as easy. So there is no spring on there, so it will derail pretty easily sometimes if you don't have a level track. My track is not leveled, and because I don't want it, well, it needs to be leveled. It is leveled a little bit, like on the parts that are not on this area, like for the bridge right here that I had custom built. It's not leveled, but oh well. Another issue I had was the weight in the tender. There are no weights in there, so your tender might derail pretty easily. But yeah, I didn't really have that many problems with it. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye bye.
I've been getting money, where the fuck you been?